What's up, my people? How na day waiting they happen waiting they sup. I don't intend keeping you for that long. I'll try my best. But today we've got Judy in the news and also Jumoke. We've got a question. I've got a question to ask myself about Jumoke. But I'm going to react to Judy's recent video. Anyways, let us first talk about this lady. She came into the limelight through that means by selling bread. Tiny Temper was taking a picture. She walked into the scene, and that's how she became a celebrity. But yeah, that was 2016. But where is she now? In fact, she was featured on CNN, like the African Voices, from bread seller to top model, how a photobomb created a star. It was huge in 2016. At a point, we got the news about her relationship with the husband. There was some hiccup in our marriage at the time, and according to her, then she said, I'm not married to this guy, blah blah blah. I just got pregnant and started having kids. Well, let's put that aside. The question here is, where is she? She even took a picture with Tiny Temper, I think in 2018, 2 years after. Where's she now? What's she doing now? I even searched to see if I can find her account, like her recent post and stuff. I couldn't. I only saw a parody account. I think we need to ask TY Bello though. Where is she? Anyways, let us move straight to the next one. And the next one is about Judy. Of course, we're going to react. I am going to react to Judy's video, the recent video that she posted. Guys, the funny thing is, I'm yet to watch the full video. So we're watching it together, and if I just hear from my opinion, it's understandable. But honestly, I'm yet to watch the video itself. So whatever opinion you're seeing now is not preconceived or anything. It's fresh. Yeah. So let's go ahead and hear her out.
This man lost his first son. His first son. And you want to come and tell him how to mourn?
I don't understand.
Yeah?
Hold on. Is this the beginning? Let me refresh. Come on.
This man lost his first son.
Okay.
His first son. And you want to come and tell him how to mourn? Yeah? You want to tell him how to behave? Wait till you lose your own, then show us how it's done. But until then, as long as you have not...
Look, I understand, like, you can make content all you want. You can do, like, whatever you want, right? But what's a business with his dead son? I don't understand. Why would a second wife be talking about the son of the first, dead son of the first wife, who is filing for divorce now? Actually, I don't understand. What's a business? Like, you're not even supposed to say anything about it, even though you're doing it for Facebook money, because of Facebook, or you need money, or you need attention. Is everything okay with this lady? See, this lady is going through, or is experiencing something serious, I think, mentally. This is probably like a traumatic, I don't know how to describe it, because some people, right, they don't even know that their mental health is being affected. Though she's doing all these things for content and all that, those things are kind of affecting her. Because saying this, I don't know, it just shows that she might not be okay. She might need help mentally. Let's watch. Let's continue.
Experienced that pain. Please shut up. If you don't have anything good to say, just shut up. Because you don't know what he has been going through since last year April. You don't know what he had to endure till today. You don't know, and he doesn't owe you that story. It is left for him and his God. But what you will do is to mind your business. Mukanu Arapo, he left home in the midst of pain, unbearable pain. And he had to go back to work. Because if not, no, who will pay his bills? Who will take care of his children? Who will pay his children's school fees? Who will feed them? Who will bring money? He's a man. He went back to work because he needed to go to work. But no, it's a problem for you people. You see miserable people that have not controlled their own home coming to tell him, why are you, is it not just 1 month or 2 weeks or 2 days? How is it your business? How does it affect you personally? And then the next one, you see him trying to show strength. You see him looking for reasons to.
You see, this is why some people don't like to marry people already, in the limelight, or people that are heavily that use social media heavily or always on social media. I wouldn't blame them because social media has this spirit, right? When you're on it creating content, you're only directed, you're only moved by that content creation. Whatever it brings to you, all your life will be on it, except you're able to control it, right? And I think that is what is going on here. Even though if you're really so into that, it can mess you up that you will even lose control, basically. I think the reason why it's still going on is because she's acting. She sees this as a profession, different from what we see it, and she's got no boundaries. And number 3 is Edochie, the man that's supposed to talk to her, doesn't care. So who are we really? Let's just enjoy the video and react to it. That's just it.
To continue living. And then you come out to condemn it. Hey, you're not supposed to be laughing. Hey, if he wants me to dance till my legs break for him to feel happy, I will dance from now till 150 hours. I will do dance Saturn. That is a modern Saturn. If he needs me to sing from here till next year for him to laugh and be happy, whatever he needs, he gets. Because you do not know what you would do if you are in that situation. So don't try to tell somebody else what to do. It's not everything you put your mouth in. It's not everything you say. You don't know what is happening. You don't know what he sees in his house. You don't know what he's going through, what he's enduring. That man after on social media, how can you sit in your house and the way another person is living his life is busting your head? Have you ever seen him tell you how to live your life? This man is a great man. Quote me anywhere in the world. Edochie is a great man. Born by a great man.
No, I like it when a lady praises a man. There's nothing wrong in that. Absolutely nothing wrong in that. It's just what is happening, how she's handling the whole thing. And it even makes it questionable and suspicious. Does this lady have an agenda? Does he have an intention to ruin this man? And I just hope that it works out for them. I hope so, between herself and Edochie. Because now the first wife is, leaving their circle. But I hope so that it works out for them. And, they find happiness in all of this. But how can you find happiness in all of this when you don't even allow social media itself rest? You really want the attention? You really want the heat? Do you know the repercussion of that? Man, I just hope things works out for both of them eventually.
He's a great man, and no amount of evil lies spreading around, no amount of deceit, no amount of manipulation by anyone will ever bring him down. Oh, be late. Come for me and I will come for you 10 times. Come for Dogu and I will come for you 1,000 times over. I'm waiting for any one of you. He has a right to mourn anyhow he wants. You cannot tell a man how to mourn, for goodness sake. Who does that? For Christ's sake, who does that? You cannot tell a man how to mourn. Who born you? Who are you? Who are you to tell a man how to mourn? Anybody that has any opinion on it, only able to tell a man how to mourn. If he wakes up and the only thing he wants to do is to dance and post, he will dance and post. If he sleeps and wakes up and like, okay, today I want to talk and post, he will talk and post. Your own is to mind your business. If you feel like he's not mourning correctly, wait till you lose your own child. And then show us how to do it correctly. You cannot force it. What people want is for him to, stay like this. Hey, I'm dying, my son died. So you people will know that he's mourning. So that you people will know he's mourning. No, he will do it exactly how he wants to do it. Because he's strong on the social media. Because he's strong, coming out strong. Do you people know what he goes through every day inside the house? A man that is taking care of his family, that has continued to take care of his every bill, down to the smallest thing you can ever think of, he pays for it. School fees, feeding, name it, even transport.
Is she like the what do they call this person, spokesperson now, or PA? Well, it's okay if your wife is your spokesperson. I mean, but speaking for the first wife, May, and May's kids, the Edochie's family, it's giving me that vibe. There's a limit. You see, the fact that you get married to a man does not mean that you don't have a limit. And I don't know why some ladies think like that. There's a limit, there's boundaries. All you have to do is discover that boundaries. Our boundary is between ourselves, right, and me. There should be a boundary. There's a line you don't cross. Let's continue.
From KC Eba, he takes care of it. Up until today, he still pays this bill. Now I can just over the mind and the courts to come out to discredit. I cannot bargain getting you because you're a faceless blogger. And because you think nobody can touch you. Because nobody knows who you are. Well, I want to tell you one thing you don't know. Edochie is your karma. Did you see me? I'm your karma. I met on them anointing. You don't touch God's people. And when they get you separately. And there are people in this world that you don't touch. If you touch them by mistake, you will be destroyed by correction. Because what? You want to destroy a Chineke destroyer. You want to bring down a mountain, Chineke Kuba. You can't. You're very small. Edochie is a liberal man. He will never try to control you. He will never try to cage you or hold you down to do his biddings. No. It's a lie. You're a liar. You're a liar from the pit of hell. You're a liar. Just lover. If you were a chronic liar, that's what you are. Every lie that you have ever spread on my head and Edochie's head, you will suffer from it. Fear. Did you hear me? I said you will suffer for it. You has entertained the world for over 15 years. He's the best actor in Africa. Quote me anywhere. And he can defend it anywhere. He's the best director in this game. But you have made it your business to destroy him. Because of what? A decision that he took over his own life. You can't come out anywhere to say that this man abuses anybody. You can't come out anywhere to say this man does not take care of his family. You can't come out anywhere to say that this man does not provide for his family. You can't come out anywhere to say that he is not present in his children's life. Even a man on from A to Z. Edochie is the best man in this world. And I'll say it, and I'll say it over and over and over again. He is a good man. And anybody that knows him will say this. Only gonna deal will go with this man one-on-one will tell you this. He has a good heart. He's one of the actors that you can bank on in the industry. He is one of the actors that you can bank on in the industry. He will never abandon you and your job. He will never lie to you. See, there's another set. He's not that kind of an actor. Ask anybody. He's an actor that, and then when he comes, he delivers. When they make Odogu guy name. It's not a guy name. But you want to bring him down. You want to drag him down because his stardom. He keeps you awake at night. But he's only getting started. He's only getting started. He has not gone far. What can they be? So you know what? Prepare. Get yourself ready. You can't bring him down. He's the best dad as far as I'm concerned. He takes care, take care of his own end. If anything that is required of a man, he does it and more. Okay, Abumado. Name how many men in this Nigeria alone that can come and stand him for being a good dad. This man will work from Monday to Saturday and enter flight Sunday morning just to take his child to school. Who does it? He will work from Monday to Saturday. He's so tired, so exhausted. But he will enter flight Sunday morning just so to school that Sunday. Or to school on Monday. Who does that? Then Tuesday morning, he is back to the east and he's back. That same Tuesday, he goes on set to start shooting again. When does he have time to ever rest? And then that's what you will come out to discredit because he did what? You want to take away his glory from what he has worked so hard for. You can't do it. Even when and I will not allow you anymore. Enough of the silence. Come for him one more time. You can come for me, and I will give it to you 10 times. Try Odogu, and I will give it to you 1 billion times. Anyhow, that is how it will become now. Enough. Insult him once, and I will insult you 1 billion times over. All one word, he's a human being, and all blood now. If Odogu, is him Ezedike one of Nteje. If Odogu, Edochie, you cannot bring him down. No matter your manipulations.
I feel like she's saying the same thing over and over again. And I'm kind of tempted to stop watching, But I don't know. Let's watch for like a minute. If it's still more like the same thing, then we're just going to move straight to the next one. Let's see. Or maybe it's almost done.
No matter your wickedness, you will never bring him down. We're going to achieve clear. That man will continue to rise. He will continue to rise right before your eyes, right before your manipulations, right before your wickedness, your backstabbing. How can I rise in the midst of all that? Until he gets to 150 years. He died on your name. You can't bring him down. All the people that are, behind social media lying every day, distributing all sorts of news, bad news against him. You're actually doing it to yourself. You think you're doing it to him? Or when you're destroying yourself by yourself. I will no longer sit back and watch you frustrated, wicked people, Gislova and the rest of them, destroy you, Edochie's name. I will not allow it any longer. Go no go. I said again, come for him, and I'll come for you a billion times over. I'm waiting.
Next one. Okay, moving on to the next one. Here we've got Betsy Irabo. Right, so Betsy Irabo posted this this on social media where she talked about the many messages that she gets concerning her marriage. Like, how was she able to do it? How was she able to stay in that marriage or be able to maintain her marriage for 40 years, herself and her husband for 40 years? And she said, she really doesn't know how to answer that because of the generation that we're in. She described the generation as a woke mindset. First, I want to say this, what we describe as a woke, I think it's always attached to negative stuff. A woke should mean exposure, right? So the woke on quotes is always attached to being exposed to the wrong things. And I don't know, but the woke should be should also be attached to, most of the time should be positive stuff. But these days it's just, how they see it and the woke mindset, which I don't blame her. She's got a point though. She said people who see marriage, this generation see marriage as a disposable commodity. She said people who already have plans B, C, and D, even as they exchange their vows. People who are not accountable to anyone. I think this lady is speaking from a place of anger, pain. She's also sad about what is going on. And I understand her. When you see what is going on right now, especially on social media, you will really be sad and be pained most of the time. Like what is really happening to our world today. So I think that thing, it's coming from that place. So people who want to be both single and married, in the same breath. I've been married for close to 40 years. Yes, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert in that institution. What I have is experience and the lessons from such experiences. I have no role models or couples goals to fashion my marriage after. My parents were divorced and I was raised by a single mother. You see, parents divorced, raised by a single mother, but her as a person, decided. So there are exceptions. Background is important, but honestly, there are some people who just choose to be different. Just use for example, there are two people who were born by a father that drinks a lot, a drunkard, right? One will grow up, be affected by that and become a drunkard themselves. And the other one, because their dad is a drunkard, will decide not to drink at all, not even like a sip. So this is what is happening. She grew up with a single mother, and I feel like she was just like, no, I want to really maintain my marriage because I know what my mother went through. So sometimes it can, register positively in the head of a child. Just saying though. She said, I simply entered my new role as a wife with the determination and commitment to make it work. How do I address people who see my type as dinosaurs with an old school mentality? What do old people like us know anyways to come and impact it? See, the problem it is the mentors that we see on social media. Okay, you have a mentor in this lady Blessing CEO, a lady who probably has like more followers even than Betsy Rabo, who put out content constantly, who makes money by just posting content about marriages. The same person tells you this. Let us watch one of our videos, Blessing CEO. I mean, how do you expect the generation to be? Okay, let's watch.
Match another woman's man if she does not know how to take care of her man and respect him. Overtaking is allowed. I said what I said. There are so many that are in relationships and marriages that are waiting for you, beautiful girls, to come and save them. They are suffering in the relationship. They are suffering in the marriage. Yes. So if you see anyone that you can snatch. There are lots of married women that are not treating their husbands right. Yes. Some women feel that because they have married and that they have entered the house, they could just be doing anyhow. They don't know that good men are scared, especially men that pay bills. So when you see a woman that is not treating her odogu right, snatch him, pamper him like a man. Men are like babies. You see that thing that Delilah did in the Bible? Samson. Samson. What is in the Bible? Delilah way Buria way Doseana Gada way.
You can imagine using Delilah as an example. I mean, who uses Delilah as a good example? Like a lady that made Samson become powerless, a lady that stripped Samson of his glory. That's the lady you use an example. Why advising younger ladies? Come on.
Delilah carried him and put Something in between her laps and bobbed his hair. Yes, a lot of men are suffering in marriage. A lot of men are looking for exit plan in marriage. Jokes apart. A lot of people marry the wrong people. For better, for worse, does not mean you. So it is okay if you see a man that is miserable, that needs affection, that needs attention. You are his prayer point. In fact, every day there are some married men that are praying for a good woman to come and save them. A lot of men have not left that miserable marriage because they have not seen any woman who can treat them better.
Come on, let's be real. Most of these things are just being real, though. You know, nobody's holy. I'm not holy myself. But let's be real. Most of it is just based on selfish reasons, trying to justify this. It's really, I mean, you can do it, but doesn't mean that you come on social media to justify it. But again, anything for the content, which is okay. But at the same time, this is what a lot of people consume on social media. So you would have really blamed Betsy Arabo. Does she have more to say? Let's continue. Let's watch.
We are in Africa. So anybody when of you treats your husband well, collect am. Let me they tell you with my full chest. Because the way women are beginning to misbehave these days, I see a lot of them. They will kneel and be greeting their pastor. They'll be worshiping their pastor, daddy in the Lord. But when you get home, you cannot honor your husband. Your husband will be talking, you'll be running your mouth. Every time you are nagging, you always compete with your husband, or you don't compete with your pastor, you don't compete with your boss. No respect, no regard. You don't see the man finish. Men are scarce. And remember what I said, men that pay bills are scarce. So if you have that man that is still paying bills and you refuse to respect him, beautiful girls on the street, I have given you the permission to smack the man. Because trust me, a man goes to where he finds peace, where they treat him like a snatch and
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Okay, guys, let us give that a break. I think I saw this video of P Square talking about Wizkid. It's an old video though. Back then, this was like 12 years ago, and they predicted it. This is prophetic, you know. They predicted Wizkid's success, and today Wizkid is big deal. That's amazing. Let's watch this.
Concert and Wizkid was opening for us. So they kept on interviewing on the P Square. Like, okay, guys, hold on. What about him? They said, I said, no, this guy is going to take over tomorrow.
Let me tell you, you don't need them. Do a concert and say a particular artist is coming from America here. They just bring Wizkid and let me try to leave P Square aside. Wizkid, this small boy, so tell him that he's performing there. Let me tell you, his show is going to be big.
P Square.
That's good. That's cool to see. Okay, guys, that is where I'm going to hold it. I've got more stuff to talk about here, but honestly, I have to rush out. The more stuff I add to the report, the longer I'm gonna stay editing it. So I just quickly want to drop this because yeah, this weekend is gonna be quite busy for me. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Just let me know what you think in the comment section below, and thank you so much for watching, guys. Like this video and share. Yeah, I mean it. Help like and share. Until we see you next time, peace out.